We are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm here in England. It's evening time, and I would like to greet you all in our page, and I would like to thank you for following us. We continue with our series. Today, we want to start having a real talk. Our topic is going to base on why we always keep starting again. Before I go any further, I would like to introduce myself for everyone who doesn't know me. My name is Christabel Zanele Makubalo. I come from Zimbabwe, Lower Gwelo. I moved to England with my family a few years back, and I'm a nurse by profession, and I'm a mother of 3 boys and a wife. As I've said before, that we are having a real talk. These days, I remember when I was back home, I used to do traditional business alongside my nursing job. When I went into nursing, I realized that I needed some side hustles. I went into business, I did clothing, I did a few things, these traditional jobs, mostly it was just selling. And when I moved here, initially I thought, boom, I'm now in greener pastures. Things are going to be fine with me. Why not? And when I got here, things were all good. But when COVID hit, things changed dramatically everywhere, actually worldwide. I realized I needed something to do on the side because my income wasn't coping. I was a bit behind, fighting with my paydays, because on a payday, I'll be fighting to see what I can do first and to prioritize. I also have a family back home, and I also needed to look after them. At some point, I remember that one of my siblings became unwell, and we needed so much to help him go through his surgery. But then we couldn't afford to pay the money that was needed. So that was the reason why I had to start again thinking about business. So I jumped into this online business because of all those challenges which I had. So before I continue, I would like to hand over to the ladies who are here with me today, my business partners. I will hand over to you, Davina. May you please introduce yourself and jump into the topic for today.
Thank you so much, Christabel. And on today's topic, I love the energy and the vibe. It's very, very amazing. From greetings from Auckland, New Zealand. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As Christabel has mentioned, my name is Davina Patel. I hail from the beautiful islands of the tropics of Fiji. Currently residing here in New Zealand for the last mostly more than 2 years. I'm by passion, I'm a mentor. By profession, I'm a finance professional with nearly 20 plus experience in different corporate life, currently working in the supply chain. And as Christabel has mentioned, today's topic is on real talk and why do we individuals always start building again. So my personal thoughts on this is when life hits you in many ways, we always tend to, for me personally, I grew up without a parent and looking after my family. I had a lot of responsibilities never changed. So my main talk is about we can break from our corporate jobs. I've seen corporate jobs, I had many employers, and also there's ways that you want to come out of that cycle of the 9 to 5. You do more than 8 hours of work, but your work never finishes. There's always like your hierarchy has an expectation that you may understand the whole process systems because of your background information, maybe your academic learning. But the funny thing is that sometimes you may not be given the right tools and training. And I felt that most of the time when I started a new job, the first 1 year you have to give yourself credit in terms of what you have learned, what you have improved. We all are humans, we are bound to make mistakes. The mistakes can be big or small, but we are so hard on ourselves that we tend to forget about all the learning process in between. For myself, I've hardly worked in the private sector, currently working in the private. I worked in international organizations where, you know, how we carry ourselves, professionalism. So I've done everything, and I feel that the expectation of people are there, but people don't understand the empathetic touch of an individual that comes with compassion and experience of maybe also coming to, you know, like end of a contract or end of a term of a contract. That has happened to me many occasions. I understand how it is when you have responsibilities. And when I saw this business, like this online business opportunity through one of my best friends who I known for plus 10 years, we did our master's program together back in Fiji. That was a turning moment for me, was when I lost one of my good friends and I saw their journey and I reflected mine. I thought that I'm educated, I know all the skills. I may not know all the skills, but I'm ready to learn no matter whatever the scenario is, because I believe in myself. And that is it that carried me forward. Even despite not having all the answers, I took my step. I learned a lot in this journey, and this business for me personally has given me a cornerstone of building a person who I am, giving me a place where I can even talk to like my business partners. We call some of them, we call accountability partners. They understand your pain, they understand everything, because either they have walked into it or either they're going through into it. So for me, it's like growing and starting up again is like learning every day. Just feel that you're not alone. There are many people out there, and myself, I feel you learn a lot in the process, and be ready to make mistakes. You're not perfect, we're not perfect. And this business gives me hope, life, and faith in terms of learning so much, building teams, building a team that I can be resonating myself and training them and guiding them. So yeah, that's how I feel in this journey. And I'm going to give it over to Sister Sita, who's going to tell a little bit more about herself and this topic.
Thank you so much, Sister Vina and Sister Christica. It's quite an interesting topic, especially when you've been around and you've been different places and have had different experiences in life. Before I just share what I think and what I've been through myself, my name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nanny as well. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe, from Bulawayo. I grew up in Lower Gwelo, to be precise, but most of my adult life has been here in the UK. So life teaches us so many things. When I grew up, my dream was to become a nurse. So I came in this country when I was just a young adult, just starting my life. And my dream was to achieve and become that nurse that I wanted to. So it wasn't easy, but you know, if you've got a dream and you have to believe in yourself, and what I've always told myself, I look at someone who is in front of me or someone that has achieved something, and I then ask myself, if so and so can do it, why can't I? Because nobody has got two heads, nobody has got forearms or whatever. So I've always said, if someone can achieve something in life, there is nothing that will stop me from achieving. Even though I didn't have faith in myself, but that belief made me do what I wanted to do. And I achieved that goal and I lived that dream that I wanted, because we all came abroad or foreign lands for greener pastures, of which I managed to get that. But what I realized is just chasing the hours all the time. And I never saw myself at home. And what I usually do, it was just night duties, because that's what I used to do when I came to this country. Sometime during the day, I'll be sleeping. When I wake up, I'm like confused whether it's another day or I'm still in the same day. And that was my life. And I thought to myself, this is not really the greener pastures that I thought. And this is not really the life that I dreamt about for myself. I realized that I wasn't even a present mom. I was so grumpy during the day because I just wanted to get some sleep. By the time I wake up, I'm going to work, and the children never saw me. And that made me think twice, is this the dream that I wanted? Maybe, yes, it was a dream for me to become a nurse, but how is it good for my family and my children? They are growing, me not knowing them or them not knowing me. Yes, I am there, but we haven't had that relationship of being together as a family. So luckily, I ended up seeing this online business from my fellow sister that also come from Zimbabwe. When I saw her speaking in my language, that made me stop. Social media was never my thing. I was never on social media, but for me to manage to see what she was talking about is because my sister sent me a message that had a link on WhatsApp, but that link, I couldn't open it because it was on Facebook. So I needed to open a Facebook page to be able to access that. And I was forcefully, forced to open that social media platform, something that I didn't know. When I saw this lady, because I was already on Facebook, I thought, oh, I'm missing a lot here. But it was all about people's stories rather than me thinking about building a future or creating something for myself. When I heard her talking about the business, and I thought, how can a business be on social media, on Facebook for that matter? I thought Facebook was about people talking about each other or telling us about their stories, what they've done or what they are doing. But when I heard about the business, I thought to myself, I believe in myself. I can achieve things that I never thought I would achieve. So I hope on it. I registered. I started this business. And where I am today, looking at where I was on that day when I hoped online, I am so grateful in what I did. I took that leap of faith, even though I wasn't sure whether it was going to work for me or not. But because I had that belief in myself and I wanted to start all over again to see where this journey is going to take me. The nursing journey, yes, I'm already in it, but it's not really giving me satisfactory life that I wanted. Yes, I'm at work all the time making money, but that's not life. I didn't have time to be with my family or time to travel that much. Even when I was traveling, I was feeling guilty because I was using the money that I never had. I was using credit cards and all that and rush to come back to work and pay those credit cards. But now I am so glad that I started this business. Even when I'm on holiday, I know that being on holiday is also earning me an income on the side. Because when I'm there with my phone is producing all the content for my business. When people see you online and see things that you are doing, that's your lifestyle. That's what you do. That's what this business has given me. So I'm managing to go on holiday without feeling guilty, without rushing to go back and pay the credit card I've used. Because even when I'm on holiday, my business is running in the background. So if you are sitting there thinking that I have achieved, I'm doing my job that I qualified for, there is still something out there. There is still something that you can do in the comfort of your own home and be able to earn an income without feeling rushed, without feeling pressured, without working on a timer. Because when we are employed, we are working on someone's time. We've got to be there at that set time. We've got to leave at that set time. But with this business that you can start for yourself, you are your own boss. You work at your own schedule. So this is why I did what I did. I didn't even regret restarting again, starting something new at my age, because I'm nearly at my retirement age. But I thought, you know what, age doesn't mean anything. I can still do something and achieve. And this is what I've done. And I'm quite happy in what I'm doing. And because I am yielding what I have started already in this business. So please check us out and see whether this is a fit for you. If it's not, it's still okay, because it's not for everyone, but it's an opportunity that cannot be missed. Thank you so much. I'll take it back to Chris.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies. I'm sure our viewers have heard it, what we were talking about, and this is real. So if you are there watching us, life is real. Life can throw, curveballs. We've got experiences, good or bad, and we have lessons learned. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late at whatever stage where you are. You can always start a new thing and come up with something that you'll be grateful with. I will give back to the ladies if they have anything to say. Some last words, Davina, to the audience, if you've got anything to say.
I would like to say that, there's never a late time to start anything. So give yourself credit, be proud of what you have achieved in life, validate yourself, because no one is going to come and validate you, and appreciate all the highs and lows, and just do it to your best ability you can understand. That's from my side.
Okay, sister, thank you so much, Davina.
Thank you so much. That's really good what Davina has said. When you're out there, just do something for yourself, something that you call yours, something that you'll never panic that I will be sacked today, or I'll lose my job, or I'll be told off for making a mistake, because you'll be doing something that you are in charge of, and you are your own boss. You are the person that can tell yourself that, oh, I've messed it up, or I've done wrong. So build something for yourself, something that will give you that freedom you have always looked for. Because for us to be employed, we are working for somebody else. We are building someone's world, not your own world. That's what we tend to believe, that we are building a world for ourselves, but you are not. Because you are building it for somebody else. You're just earning an income that pays your bills, but not building any legacy for yourself. Thank you so much for whoever is watching us live and those who are going to watch us on replay. We were going to see you again next week at the same time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much, our viewers. We'll see you again next week. And bye-bye from us all. Goodbye.